Hello, this is Bridget Round with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, so I have a couple of different decks here, and I was like, tapping in here to different ones and trying to basically get a message. And the message came through, and it came through a couple of times because I have a couple of decks. So, started here, and basically I was like, what can you expect, like what might be coming towards you right now, or where are you headed to right now on your path and journey in life. And we have the Ace of Cups with the Three of Wands. So you may have been waiting for a new start, or you may have waited, or you may have felt like your life's been put on hold, or that you've been like awaiting love, or awaiting a new beginning in love, or waiting for a second chance, or another opportunity for you to either start something over with a particular situation or go in a new direction. So I think it probably just depends on where you are at this point, what you've been through, what you could possibly deal with any further. Like sometimes there just becomes a breaking point where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna no longer be on that side of the street here. I'm gonna just choose to lose, or choose to use this energy, but shift it into a different avenue. So it works either way. It can be that, like, yep, I'm waiting for my new beginning with the person that maybe we fell apart, but I trust and believe will return. Or I am waiting for my new beginning with new love and somebody that I know is going to show up. I just have to be patient and trust. So I feel like, because these did come through like that for like the first thing, like what's coming towards you, I feel like you've already probably mastered being in that energy. Just knowing the collective that I've read for, I feel like the ships are here. Something's showing up for you, because then when we come down here, these two came out together, and the Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Wands was like, oh, alright, yeah, cool, sweet, awesome sauce, because you have a destined Four of Wands, which is a stable, united energy of union and happiness and just solid, good shit. So I feel like what you've been waiting for is most likely, your destined happiness, your happy ending of whatever, dynamic that's going to be specifically for you. It'd probably be different for everybody, but I do feel like it's coming, because again, I was like, where are you headed? What is on its way? What is coming for these peoples today? And then down here, these two came through. Now these two, we had the World with the Three of Pentacles. So this is like, I'm gonna work and I'm gonna build this thing with another person. Sometimes it can, be like two people. Traditionally, it's two people that are like blah, 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 talking and, making the plan, and there's another one who's actually doing the physical labor. So you could see it as like, there's the power couple who are in charge, and they call the shots, and they hire people to come do the physical labor. They don't do that bullshit. They don't have to do the things like the dirty work, because they are in a powerful place, in a good position. They have, their shit together. They've probably worked really hard to get there. So when they come and, they create in a place that's like, this is a good partnership to do. It'd be, again, so for some of you, this may be to do with work. It could be that you've been waiting for you, because I know so many people right now are not happy with their work, or their life purpose, or their mission, or what they're doing, or where they are, or who they're going to be, or where they're going to go, and why, I get those messages and questions for people a lot, where they just don't feel like they are making a difference where they are. They want to make an impact, or they want to be in a place of service to the world, or they want to be in service to other people. They feel like, flipping freaking burgers or, pouring drinks is just kind of like beneath the level of, wow, this is so fulfilling and giving me my, my light and my energy and my, just like, hey, this is a good fucking thing for you to do to this world and help make a difference and actually feel fulfilled within yourself and what you're doing on this planet. So because of that energy, and because I've literally had it like coming up, and I think with the pick a card, that was like the one I saw. I'm going to check it again, but that was the one that was the highest. The last that I checked was people wanted soul mission, soul purpose. What the fuck am I doing? Where am I going? How am I going to get there? Type of energy. So you could be closing a cycle of work, or, ending a chapter where things weren't working, where you didn't have a foundation that felt good, or you weren't aligned with your destiny or your, manifested place that you're supposed to be and create from for something good, powerful, sacred, amazing, so there could be, again, a partnership or a partner in work, or a opportunity, or some sort of thing that's going to present, that's going to be like, oh my God, this is like the perfect thing for me to do, or the perfect place for me to go. And then we have this here, which is basically confirming what I just said, because the Two of Cups is the perfect partner. And again, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be for work. It could be just like, these two people are going to do this fucking thing that needs to be done amazingly well, so they're going to do that, and we're going to let them, because it would be stupid not to, basically. So take it as it resonates. I feel like basically this is showing that what you've been waiting on, and again, this may even just be like in general, like the energy shifting, we're moving. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with the planets right now, like Saturn, and like there's retrogrades, and there's things like coming back, and Chiron and Lilith, and karma, and who you are and where you're going. And your 10th house is like your house of like impression, noble, like who you are seen, like how people see you. It's the dad energy. It's like being in your controlling, masculine vibration. Like, hey, I'm gonna run shit. I'm gonna take care of shit. I'm gonna get shit done. I'm gonna make things happen. So I feel like basically the energy that is happening, especially like with Saturn and all of that, is like a push for responsibility and better, bigger, more, go into the next level. So wherever your level is, you're going to the next level up towards, your stability, towards your destiny, towards better opportunities, maybe more money, more aligned frequency between you and what you're doing, or the people that you connect to, or the the opportunities that present themselves to you. Even like some people I know, say you're like somebody that's like, people seek you out for a certain service, and most of the time you can't control who's coming towards you, right? It could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that job for them because that's what they're wanting me to do, and that's what I do. But sometimes the people that show up may suck, and you'd be like, oh my God, this is the worst time ever, like I can't wait till I'm done with this one. But then other times somebody can show up and it's like, oh my God, they're amazing, they trust me completely, entirely, they're not like breathing down my neck, they don't care, because they know that I'm going to do it the right way, or that like they trust me to have freedom and do whatever. So I feel like those would be the types of people that maybe are going to start showing up on the path for others at this time, where it's like, if you have been having some resistance, or you've been having like, blockages, or those other people that are kind of like, oh fuck, you don't like vibe with me, and I really don't want to do this, but I have to do this because I got to get by. That shit's going away, I feel, so that people can, come into this energy, and it feels like it's expansive. It's not just going to be your love life. It's not going to just be your career life. It's a collectively thing happening for everybody. So it's a good thing. With the sun, though, I feel like this is also saying more of that fire masculine clarity, like seeing, like, oh my god, like this is where I'm headed, this is where I should be, this is who I needed to connect with, or this is what I needed to know, or this is what I needed to see, so that I could do what I need to do, or feel what I need to feel, or hear what I needed to hear, so that I could heal what I needed to heal, or possibly let go and rise. Because again, I feel like sometimes this can become like a detriment to people. It's like you just are gonna be there forever if somebody got lost or is not gonna return, or is like crashed or something. So if that happened, you don't want to be just like burr, burr, burr. So you would want the clarity to know that, like, hey, that ship sank, man. Like, that ship ain't coming. You gotta get a different ship, because that ship sucks and it's gone and it broke and it ain't ever coming back. So bye ship. And then as soon as you know it, you're like, oh shit, like no, okay, now I know. Now that I know, that clarity is going to give me the ability to be like, okay, I like, because that's the thing, when you're in this energy, it's the worst energy, because it's like you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what might happen, when it might happen, if it's gonna happen, possibly, maybe, sometime, and you can wonder all you want, or feel and hope and manifest, but sometimes you're just not gonna know until you know. And that's why it's very good to have this, and people who are of this, with that ability to be clear and communicative and expressive and just say the truth and just do what's right, and don't bite the tongue or hold back, or even because sometimes people do that because they would like that to remain, like, oh, but I'm not really 100% sure, so I'm not gonna say for certainty where I stand, and if I don't do that, then you won't either, because then I could do what I do, and then you'll be there, and I'll have my cake and eat it too, basically. So now I feel like what's happening is, regardless if there was other people who chose to speak this or not, clarity is coming, and you will see what you need to see, so that you can come from that place that you need to come from, so that you can be like, okay, well, now I know, and now that I know what I know, and I see what I see, and I feel what I feel, and I hear what I hear, and I trust myself, I'm going to be in my power. I can make an educated, logical, emotionally, balanced, like, good choice. Maybe, if you get triggered or something, like, oh man, oh yeah, that person you were waiting on, they died in the sea somewhere down there, over there, we heard about it the other day. Like, don't fucking jump from there immediately to make a decision, because you may be a little emotionally upset at first. So you might need to dig into strength, to balance out and be like, oh wow, okay, that hurt, or that was a bad experience, that maybe it bruised the ego, because maybe they didn't die, maybe they fucking just decided to take the ship somewhere else, or pick up something when they were on their way to you, but they picked up something else and now they're not coming. So you might want to go spend some time in the hermit mode, reflecting, so that you don't do anything that you regret, you know, like a ship. You don't want to go sink that ship to kill both and then have that on your hands. You know, that's not a good time, not a good look. You're beyond that, you know, they're beneath you. You don't need to do that. Find the strength to go within, find your value and your worth, to get the clarity and realize that now you can have the strategy and the alignment to the right one. Because obviously, if something like that happens, where they die, or they, you know, cruise off in another area, or they, whatever happens, then there's a reason for that. And if you know, or whatever it is that was done, maybe it was like, okay, well, now that I've seen that, that's absolutely done. I'm never going to be here again. You know, like ship has sailed. It's done. Like, maybe they didn't sink it, but it might as well have, because it's no more. It's no more there. There's no more reason for you to want to wait on that. So this is that pre-Empress energy, the single, confident, independent, and usually, you know, good, knows what she's wanting. She's in a place of power. She has all of the things that she could possibly need, and then some. And the only reason that she is not seen as the Empress is because the Emperor's not there. But I feel like this is, you've been this all along, and, you know, it's kind of like you took yourself off the roster, or you took yourself out of the running for others to present to you, because you were waiting for the particular ship that may have now sunk or sailed away. And as soon as you have that clarity, that stability, you take that moment to reconnect, recollect, and get your balance, find your value, set a plan into, you know, bump, like what I'm going to do as I go forward with my value and my worth and my integrity. And you are likely somebody that just exudes an energy that will attract abundance. And you will exude an energy that will attract a match, a vibrational match for you. And in hindsight, sometimes we can think and realize, like, oh wow, how stupid was I? like obviously this was happening for so long and so difficult and so painful, and, you know, all those things, because it was not a vibrational match. So it came and it went, and it came and it went, or it, you know, came and it shrunk and it like fell apart, and then you probably patched it back together and hoped, and it just keep breaking it and falling it down and not working out. So in hindsight, you may be like, what the hell was wrong with me? But now you'll be in the right frame of energy, clarity, partnership, foundation, to let go of that chapter or that cycle, which I feel like is collective for a lot of people. I just know over here on the channel, there's been a lot of people doing this situation. So the Ten of Pentacles is here. This is your ultimate fulfillment. It's like you chose to wait and hope, or, you know, try or fail, and sit there in the dark and sad, alone, boo-hoo, and kept yourself from this, which is one away from this. Is like very, 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 very attainable, easily attainable for her. It's literally just a decision. It's a mindset. It's a, you know, belief, because the beliefs are so fucking big. And I try to tell people this all the time. Like, if you give something that belief, then you gave it the power, and it can be bad, because then you believe it, and then you think it, then you live your life by it. It can limit everything, because if it's not the actual truth, but you think it is, or you want it to be, you're gonna do some stupid things, or you're gonna wait, or you're gonna have some adversity, or things that don't work out so well, or you know, stuff that just kind of sucks. But as soon as you allow yourself to be the vibrational match and see it on that level of like, hey, that's who I am, and that's what I want, and it just makes sense for me to do those things and feel those ways and want this to be from somebody that is, gonna be that, and not try to like put the shoe on the wrong princess, basically, then you'll get here so much faster, because it's the ultimate thing, and you've been placing it on the wrong places, or the wrong people, or the wrong ideas, so it couldn't come to be because you were not allowing that to be the case. You were keeping it from yourself, maybe self-sabotage for some, or maybe just, maybe you fell victim of listening to other people and what they thought, or what they believe, or what they, had for an opinion, because everybody has those. And that's why it's better for you to go within, spend some time on your own, disconnect from others, especially if you've had trauma or people in your life that are not so, in their place of knowing this shit, because it's likely that you won't know how to be who you truly are. You won't know who that is, or you won't honor that fully, because you won't believe in yourself enough. And if you don't believe in yourself enough, or value yourself enough, or know who you are enough, you'll probably adopt what other people around you think and feel and say and do. And if you do, that's not good, because then you end up sitting in this situation for too long. So you want to learn to cope with that and figure it out, especially if you're an empath, because we feel everybody else's shit. That's why I don't like to go around people. That's why I like to be by myself all the time, because I'm not being influenced by other people's energies, or their thoughts, or their feelings, or their beliefs, or their whatever the fuck they got going on in their world. And when that happens, when you do go out and interact, and you have that empathy and those things, like, you take it on, or you feel it, and then you feel bad for them, and it drains you. It's like, you got to protect yourself from that, and you also got to become very aware of who you are on your own, so that you know who the right vibrational match is going to be for work, and for life, and for love, and for healing, and for growing, and for ascending, for all of those things. Because if you don't know who you are, then how the hell can you decide what is your ultimate fulfillment, and how can it manifest if you're being something that you don't really want to be, or doing something that you don't really want to do, or going somewhere that you don't want to go, with people that you don't really like, because you think that's what's right, or because you felt it for one moment when you were being influenced by another person's energy, or the collective's energy, or fears, or doubts, or insecurity. I might as well settle, or I might as well take this opportunity because it seems like a good one, or whatever it is. I think a lot of people screw themselves because of that. So be aware of that. Use this energy that's here to have that foundation of knowing who you are first and foremost, because without that, nothing's ever going to work good. It's not like, it may be okay in the beginning, it may look wonderful and fancy, it may be okay, but probably about 12 weeks in, you'll realize that you are repeating a cycle of the same fucking thing again and again. Maybe with a different person, or maybe with a different job, or maybe with a different something in your world, but it will keep happening until you spend that time learning who this is, protecting who that is, valuing who that is, finding the strength to not, entertain things that are not like meant and truly vibrationally aligned to you, destined to work and, help and assist and evolve. And once you have that settled, that's when this can really truly be, and not, face the fear of what about a tower coming, or what about a freaking bad experience happening, or what if they do what that one did, or blah, 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 blah. You won't have those worries or those concerns when you are certain of who you are and your foundation is strong, because you will just know, and you will be safe and healed from all the crap that probably, set on that stage for those bad things to happen. So a new perspective is what I feel like a lot of people are going to be coming to. The Hangman is like, oh wow, the world is totally different over here. And you may literally see something or somebody, or some situation, or just something might be shown that is like an instant wow, totally opposite of what was felt or thought or created in the moment before you had that moment. And now you on a whole other place. You in another space and time, and it's actually, I feel, gonna be like, you're, at first it may be like, oh my God, sad. Take a moment to breathe and not, don't react or go crazy, or allow it in too deeply, because it's not a reflection of you, and it's literally just going to show you the true colors, or the true vision that you were not allowing when you were not really, aligned energetically, vibrationally matching to things in your reality. So you basically have that clarity and go, holy fucking shit, now I feel opposite, and now I think opposite, and now I want opposite, and now I go opposite of what was or had been going on. So if you were feeling sad, or like somebody maybe has left you standing there for a long time, and you thought maybe, they thought that was going to happen, and then it fell apart again, or then it came by, but it fucked up, and then, the bullshit, you're going to see something, find out something, know something, hear something, for many, not everybody, but for probably many, that's going to take you from this, maybe for a moment, into the whoa, and then to this. Because you're going to be like, holy fuck, I'm free. Holy moly. Like, totally opposite D. Wow, didn't think it could be. Didn't know it could ever exist on that level, that was a possibility. But it is. And when it is, you'll feel your wishes are coming true. Maybe not, like, there'll still be that air of like, wow, like, but there's also going to be that level of maturity and of healing and of like value and of respect for you enough to know that like you dodged a bullet, basically. Like you're going to have that ability to be awoken to the realness or the truth of like, wow, like that was not this for me. That was not this for me. That was never going to be, could not be, will never happen, because that's not what that is. That's just not who I had, thought they were, basically. So you could have, been a little oopsied. But if that's the case, things are going to get great. And I really feel that now from seeing these things here, because it was like, all right, well, where are you going? Boom, 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 here we go. Going good places. You just may you know, have to see things in a new way at first for those good things to come. But with the King of Cups, this is, you know, emotionally mature, somebody that doesn't hold back, doesn't play games, doesn't lie, doesn't, you know, do all that stupid shit usually. Like, there's the reversal of him, which is like, I'm going to suppress all my emotions and I'm going to drink them away and I'm going to hide and pretend that I don't care when I do and do stupid shit that some people do. But there's also the one that's actually a king who is in his balanced, receptive, emotional, like I don't have a problem expressing, feeling, sharing, caring, healing, loving, and being open. And even if, you know, like say like you're not that vibrational match to this person, right? Those frequencies don't align. This person is mature enough to not let that happen to you, to not let you stand there doing that shit. They won't lie to you or, you know, pretend or try to sweep things under the rug or flat out fucking say one thing and do another, or, you know, basically be an emotional, immature person. So I feel like if you've dealt with that, some of you may see in a new way in regards to somebody like that. Or for some of you, they may have the revelation or the understanding or seeing in a way that's going to lead them to be able to recognize, oh, maybe I haven't been, you know, emotionally mature. Maybe I have not given the way I should have, or, you know, because like I said, it's a collective thing. So if you're having this revelation and you're having these new awakenings and you're shifting, you're healing, you're finding the way through stuff, other people may have their own, you know, version of that happening on the other side of it. So you don't know exactly what that looks like over there, or what it leads to for them or you. Again, there's lots of people in the collective, so take what resonates, but it could lead to this, like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. Like, it maybe, and then maybe that's just all it would be, because maybe they, you know, seeing that new thing of like, wow, I've been a fucking idiot, I'm a fucking asshole, sorry that I did that, because nobody likes to feel that. So maybe they're gonna have something that happens to put them into this space of feeling like not good enough, or that someone is just better than you, or, you know, like you just deserve to stand there and wait forever because I'm not sure yet, you know, but I'm gonna go explore and do what I want to do with everybody but you, and you're gonna wonder why and all of that, and then realize like, oh fuck, it's not a nice thing to do, huh? Maybe I should say I'm sorry and apologize. You know, I was a fucking idiot. I was a clown here, juggling and, you know, not really caring about other people the way that most people should or would or could. So there's all of that stuff here. And then here, this energy, I felt like, well, first of all, these guys here, right? There's all of the knights came out together. So the knights are the ones that take action. They're the ones that are like, boom, 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 here I go, here I go, here I go, here I go. I am gonna do something. They kind of suck sometimes. like him, he's you know, he's suave, sophisticated. He says what he wants to say or needs to say in order to get his way, and then he may be gone again. And this one rushes in, does not fucking think much at all, says whatever, and he's over here too doing it. Oh yeah, that was it too, this is right. Alright, so, these fucking cards are here. Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. These are all like thinking, communicating, wanting to say something, a messenger rushing in to communicate and say something. And then, he fucking came out at like boom, 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 boom. I was like, okay, I guess somebody has something to say. And then over here, these ones did this, and then again another King of Sword came to kind of like be like, I got something to say. So there could be somebody that wants to apologize or say something to you 100% for sure. Like they're ready to jump in, take the leap of faith to say it, whatever it is. And I feel with this here, there's fear, doubt, Queen of Swords, which was interesting to me because I'm like, all these swords, him, you know, the vibrational match to him, basically. But the thing that was crazy about it, like, you know, this is your vibrational match, dude. But guess what? Now it's afraid of you. You fucked up. Maybe they did something with somebody that's not a vibrational match, or they did something with another element, the third cup here, and the decisions that were done could have led to this, which then leads to her, because then she puts up her guard and protects herself, and she's angry and she's frustrated, and puts big boundaries around her and becomes a little bit more mysterious and nobody really knows. So there could have been hidden secrets and lies and, you know, betrayal. And then there was the Ace of Swords here too. So again, somebody wants to speak, or has a new thing that they're thinking in regards to the situation with you. And there's like some judgment call for sure that I feel like maybe spirit, like I said, like some people are going to have this fucking aha moment. Yours and theirs are going to be different. Yours is going to be the revelation that you have that leads you to be completely opposing to who you were and what you were doing and what you were feeling and all of that. And maybe that's the thing. Like you being like all of a sudden, wow, totally different opposite, is going to be the thing that makes them, well, yeah, if they're fucking a mirror, you would probably become totally opposite. Same with them. So that could be like, oh no, you know, like, now I see what you see, but you no longer see what I see, because isn't that how everything is in the world? So I feel like that may be a possibility. And then down here, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the Four of Swords was here with the 6. So I do feel that there is going to be healing and moving out of any, like, of the turmoil. And with the Death card, this is a transformation, you know, putting an end to the current things, the current energies that are existing. And when we're moving out of a mental, emotional turmoil, we're going towards better times. And we get the 10 of Cups, so I feel like there is going to be, like, positive outcomes for people. Like there's going to be a, wow, yay, I'm happy. So, with the 7, this is like, I'm putting down my seeds of potential that are going to grow, right? Like, I'm going to make something happen. I know what I want. This is my intention. I'm going to write my affirmations. I'm going to plant those seeds. I'm going to do those things that need to be done to get to where I want to go. And I feel like you've been doing that all along. So you're going to get what you want. One way or another, the universe will deliver. You're going to have your wishes come true. You're going to have, you know, the right person for you. But I feel like for some of you, it's basically just dependent on if the person you've been dealing with is actually who you should be or not, you know. And we did have Ready to Love again, so this says, you've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So for some of you, this is what I feel like is going to be the case, is that you're going to be like, oh, hey, bye, all done with you now, and ready for new love. And then others of you may not be, and that's okay, whatever. But I do still feel revelations maybe had, seen, ideas, people are going to be changing. how they feel and think and what they are believing and doing and wanting and all of that significantly over these probably for many could have already happened, could be occurring, and will continue to do so, because everybody gets hit by energy at different times, or it like sinks in at different times. We also have, it's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So if you did have somebody that is just toxic in your life, maybe they're karmic, maybe they're not good for you, maybe they're never going to be good for you, you would have to find that strength to let that go, so that something vibrationally matching and appeasing and good and high vibe can come in its place. Then we had deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from the past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. So, like I feel that a lot of you were there out of a devotion of caring and loving and thinking that you were doing the right thing, or that was where you were supposed to be, or that, was gonna eventually be what was supposed to be, because it was just what you believed and felt and wanted and trusted, and to your own demise. And hopefully for some of you, and I think that most of you probably, it depends again how long you've been here, what you're doing, if you just showed up, are you just getting into the rodeo, or have you been around for a while? If you've been around for a while, it's likely, hopefully, that you have at least fucking, explored a little bit of the self, of the healing, of the learning who you were, all of those things that I was mentioning earlier, because the more that you did, and the more that you do, and the more that you heal and rise, the easier it's going to be to have that, star shine, your wishes come true, the 10 of Pentacles, ultimate fulfillment, someone to give to you what you fucking deserve, what you want, but maybe don't think that you want. Like, you could be so twisted in your mind right now, in your beliefs, you could get triggered and fucking take off at like the simplest little things, because it goes against what you believe or what you want to believe. But when you get triggered or you get upset and it's like, and you like just, click off of a thing or choose to at it, you're projecting at it, and it's because there's something in it that's true, that you feel at your core. There's like, it stung, it hurt, it hit that button inside that made you go, because something ain't fucking right. So if you're getting triggered about things in a situation, look at it, figure it out, explore it. Why am I being triggered by this? Because that's the only way that you can get better, rise out of, and overcome that shit. Healing the inner child, healing from trauma that we've gone through, healing, just beliefs is so important. And if we don't do that work, then we're gonna be the type of person or the fool that's, there till they're dead, and like never even finds out, or maybe does find out. Somebody comes off another ship and is like, hey, that ship that you were waiting on, it crashed 6 years ago and it's never coming. Some people will choose not to believe that. They will refuse to believe that, and they will stand there till the day that they die because they don't want to believe it. You can be one of those people, but it's not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to be supportive. It's not going to be good or happy or, something that I would suggest you do, because you're going to fucking come back right after to do this again and see if you get it right the next time. So when you find yourself on a path that's difficult, or the lessons are not always very clear or easy or whatever, just know that, like, it's most likely the fucking thing that you don't really want it to be. like the thing that's nagging at you inside, at your soul, at your core, that you're like, I know deep within, but I'm going to ignore that because it's easier. But I don't suggest it, because time goes by very fast. And you deserve more than that. Anybody who allows this, who openly knows this about your circumstances and doesn't do everything in their power to be 100% truthful about things, or like the fact that they would even diddly daddly around in and out, back and forth, ghost, like immature fucking behavior that's just like, I don't have an emotional maturity. Well, you deserve more across the board. Always gonna be. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you did. It doesn't fucking matter. It's an innate thing all humans carry, is value, and they deserve love, and they deserve respect, and they deserve time and effort that's matched. You should never be by yourself waiting for someone to exhaust all their options or to explore their options, come and go as they please, take from you, harm you emotionally, continuously, and then expect you to, be cool with being on that fucking place waiting while they do what they do and discover what they discover. And you need the strength to not go apeshit, wild, crazy, woohoo, when you find things out that may make you actually finally break free from this. Because if they are that type of person, it's likely that they're never going to just be like, hey, guess what? Here's, the right thing that I should have said and done. Because they don't do that usually. And if they don't do that usually, they're not in their integrity. They don't have that level of goodness. You're gonna, be... So, it may eventually become that place where you go and you see something of clarity and go, holy fucking shit. Maybe you see them do to another what they had planned to do to you, or have done to you, or would do to you, or did to you. And by seeing it from the other side of that veil, or the other side of the fucking wow, like when you're in it, when you're right here next to somebody, it's like you're here and they're here, and it's like you're right next to each other, and like things are panning out and playing out, and things are just mentioned and said and done, and it's you're wrapped up within it. But then maybe sometimes, like they do, fucking rush on in and say a bunch of shit that they don't fucking mean. They probably didn't even listen to themselves fully. They may even claim that they said things that they didn't say, and then they bounce, right? They take off, they disappear, and you're here, back on this fucking cliff, waiting. But you may discover that this time, the things that were hidden before are no longer going to be hidden this time, no more. You're going to see a lot of things maybe that will help you in the long run. It may not be like, oh my god, yay, happy time immediately. But Spirit may show you things specifically to set you fucking free from here, so that you don't wait anymore. And seeing like how they are, what they do, they fool, the slickly, slimy fucking, oh, how about this, how about that, I can, you're gonna be like, totally gonna be like another, I can't even explain it, can't put it into words. You will have instant, holy fuck, what the fuck was wrong with me? How the fuck could I have ever seen that or this as something good or worthy of my fucking time, energy, devotion, love, respect, power, time, money, energy, just life, your fucking life, you know. They don't deserve that. But you may have to see it from the outside in order for you to really hit the gravity of, oh wow, they're doing to them what they did to me, or planned to do to me, or were gonna do, or kind of did, or started to, but then they found a better target. And, you know, don't go to the victim place of it, you know, or don't go all mad and sad and bad and all that. Like, yeah, you can get pissed off and take that energy with you so that you can manifest and fucking grind and shit like that. Like, it's usually a good motivator when somebody is a douche, but don't let it harm you within, because it's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of the wounded you. It's a reflection of the fact that you didn't believe in yourself, that you didn't love yourself, that you didn't know who you truly were. But now you are learning that and overcoming that, and your beliefs are changing, and you're growing, and you're rising to the light, so you will not be stuck in toxic karmic third party tower fucking secret lies and, you know, all of these bad fucking things anymore. You will know who you are and what you want and what you deserve and who, you know, is a vibrational match to that. And you're gonna fucking rise into the light, into the stardom quickly, powerfully, and let that shit go. Don't, you know, and feel sorry for the other people that have to be a victim of their beliefs or their inability to see their value and worth, or to recognize manipulation tactics or gaslighting and you know, breadcrumbing or love bombing or whatever the fuck is happening with people in the dynamics that they are dealing with. But somebody may try to return when they see or realize, because they're going to know, because they've kept that eye on you. They've known all along that you were her. They saw the value, they saw the light. That's why they, you know, they may have even told you that you are good, like you too good for me, or that, you know, like they just get weird with you, or they treated you differently than others. It's because you are different than others. But they may see and realize when you are not here anymore, and they're gonna feel it, they're gonna know it, it's gonna be like a beep 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 type of thing, like it's always been. Most of them feel when you start to pull away, but this is gonna be different because you're not just pulling away. This is gonna be a totally cut in half. I don't know what I was fucking saying. Every fucking time I try to do something, people message me. Anyways, yeah, somebody may come try to fucking say something when they realize that you may have healed, or that you've broken away, that you are not on the fucking cliff awaiting them. And again, look here, clarity will be had that it gives you the strength to get off of the cliff, to see that you're the star, and that you're not gonna fucking be a third party person anymore, or awaiting somebody to decide who you are within the grand scheme of things in life, because you're the fucking star and you deserve to be on top, number one. Never ever considered or wondered, or like the fact that that has ever been a thing should have been the indicator of you're not for me, because if you were, you would know for sure. Right out the gate, right out the door. We wouldn't have to come back and forth fucking once, twice anymore. So don't let that be, you know, realize that right now. Next level commitment to self, judgment call, that you have boundaries, you have self-respect, you deserve people who know for sure that you are worthy of the love the devotion, the time, the energy, the care that you've probably given out to others, but maybe don't receive it back. You deserve somebody that's willing to fight for you, that desires, that's not gonna just be like, oh, you can fucking just sit around over here and think about it and not do anything and be a fucking weirdo. Put an end to the betrayal of yourself. No more backstabbing yourself. No more like lying to yourself. No more harming yourself through beliefs or through these ideas or through these people who take and kill and hurt you on a emotional level. You've got to heal and face the fear of letting this go. It's okay to let it fucking go. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be better than fine. You're gonna be like, oh my god, why didn't I do this so long ago? But it may take something big. It may take you. And it's not even, it's like the sun. It's like, it's been a lot of fucking bad things over time, but sometimes it's just that one little final fucking straw in the back, I guess, that's like, holy fucking shit. Now I'm over here on this side of it, and it may take you a while to get there, but when you get there, I hope you realize who you really are, and that you heal, so that you don't repeat it again with another fucking idiot, because you could do that if you don't heal it. Okay, but I do feel like there is going to be an emperor energy that wants to fight for you, and it could be a new person that's going to be vulnerable and authentic in their love, and they may be willing to like deal with the aftermath of this, because there's going to be aftermath. You don't just walk away unscathed from these types of circumstances. It's going to take you a little while, but you can dig into that energy of, I'm not going to allow this to like keep me from ever having love again, or I'm not going to expect everybody out there to be the same as this was. Just be realistic and healthy within your understanding of yourself. Again, first and foremost, get to know who you are, and then when you meet other people, communicate with them and have a plan in place for dealing with the triggers, because there's going to be fucking triggers. There's not going to be a human being that anybody meets, connects with, likes 24/7 all the time for the rest of your fucking life. It just doesn't happen. It can't happen. Like, people who want these perfect fucking, oh, we never had a fight ever. It's like, okay, so then you guys probably have no boundary with each other. You probably have no back. You have no, self-respect. You don't say what you mean. You don't speak your truth. You're just fucking pushovers. That would be the only way that would be possible. But if you're somebody in your power and in your truth, and you speak what's right, and you know what you want, and you don't have a problem saying what you want, you will be able to stand in your tower and speak it and have good things pan out with another person. Because you could be like, hey, guess what? Like, hey, like, look, if it's a fucking soulmate, they're gonna understand. If there's the one that's gonna choose you, and you're gonna choose them, and it's gonna be the right person, like, you can communicate with them and have healthy, like, decisions. Like, hey, let's build together, work together to have that stability. Like, when you see something that you don't like, instead of fucking just thinking about it and not saying anything about it, and holding it back, blah, 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 whatever it is that people do, or you might see, like, that you had a tendency to do that, or they have just talk about it. Fucking talk. Keep talking. Never stop communicating, so that you can fix the problems. Because that's major problem with everybody, is nobody fucking talks about the fucking problems. But they want them to not be in existence, but they never mention them. So then they create them bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they never solve anything, because they don't fucking have the balls or the guts to say, hey, I don't like it when you do that fucking thing. Could you maybe not do that thing? And if the other person has an ounce of love for you, they probably, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like it's, you know what it is? So many people have grown in a dynamic or in a home that was unstable, that you couldn't say that stuff. Like if I said that, or my dad said that to my mom, or my mom said that to my dad, there would have been a fight. They would have flipped out. It would have, fuck you. It was toxic. And if that's the case, you may not know how to communicate with other people in a way and not expect it to go bad, toxic, fall apart, fucking tower. I would rather just live my life in misery and not tell them that I cannot stand to do that thing, then tell them and risk the chance of them leaving because of, God forbid I insulted them. It's always something stupid. So try to not even entertain that either. Like, if you're dealing with somebody that you think that, like, you mentioning your truth in a polite way with respect and love, if you think that you doing that could lead here to a really bad place because they have a huge ego problem, they can't, take fucking criticism or whatever, then you might want to get out of there. Yeah, put a death to that real quick so that you don't have to deal with that shit. You deserve this, deserve that. Not this crap of, like, there's nothing I can do about it right now. Like, there is always something you do about your circumstances. But somebody may want to surprise you, or you may be surprised when you do find the divine love that's going to be madly in love with you. They are going to admire who you are and the independence that you have. You're going to speak, you're going to know their truth. So you're going to feel at their core, who they are. That's not going to be hidden. So you can surrender into this and feel safe within the passion. There may be hostility. It says, I don't want to play this game with you anymore. So just, if there is somebody like that is your vibrational match that you've had to play, not had to play, but like that happened. Things fucked up, got bad, need new perspectives, and decisions were made that were not the best, but they apologized and they fixed it, or they, you overcome it for some reason. You don't play the game. Like, do what I said. Speak to each other. Try to do the fucking right thing and balance. Empathize with each other. Don't be foolish. Apologize when you should apologize. It's like, I can't seem to do the right thing. Like, don't deal with that person that can't deal with the right thing. Don't deal with the greedy people, the ones that think that they want it all and deserve it all. And if you have somebody that's codependent, or you're codependent, get fucking help, because it's not ever going to work out. It's not going to ever work out with anybody ever. It will always end bad until you heal. And there's so many fucking things you can do to heal, so there's no reason to think that you will be alone forever by choosing to fucking heal. Just get the work done. Heal. Grow up. If you feel this way, you don't want to do this, you want to be innocent in your life and just show up and do the right thing, but people were unfaithful to you, or maybe you fucking throw yourself into work so you don't have to fucking feel, it's time to face the darkness within and integrate it and not, hide it. It's okay to have darkness. It's okay to have bad moments. It's okay to feel mad, angry, envy, to feel like, oh man, I made the wrong fucking choices and I don't know how to make the right choices because nobody fucking taught me how. But I will break out of these illusions, and I'm gonna become responsible for myself. And I do want you, because you're beautiful, and, it's okay for me to even fucking say that or admit that. I don't have to hide it or deny it. There's nothing wrong with that. So somebody may admire you and wants to come soon to fill your fantasies. You may be miserable, they may be miserable. Somebody at this point is probably not, feeling the best about things. They don't like being far away, but there has been a promise that was made energetically, like long, long ago, on a deep soul level. And somebody may have been wrong up until this point. They may not have known what to fucking do. They may have done the wrong things, but I feel like soon things will be shifting for people. One way or another, it looks like stuff is coming together. So we had, happily 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, celebrating here. 3 of Pentacles is like working together with somebody that is your person that you meant to work together with. And, again, these two are a vibrational match. They love each other unconditionally. You have to face the fears. You have to commit to yourself. You have to get over the anxieties of the, oh my God, what if I say this and that happens? Or what if I do that and da, 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 or what if I this, or what if I that? What the fuck? Just whatever. And find your value. Get grounded for balance, stable, like reciprocity between you and other people. If there's a painful ending, fucking let it go and move forward and heal from it. Don't take the rejection as rejection. See it as protection. There's a reason why things don't work out when they don't work out, and it's usually to protect you and to propel you forward. you know? So you learn boundaries, or you learn how to rise from the ashes, how to overcome and be stronger, so that when you do it again, you know, you recognize the true love. You get the guy that's going to be stable, the one that, you know, treats you like an empress, so that your fucking wishes can come true and your happily ever after can manifest and be what it is. In Moon, namaste.